Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't follow the Christians much. But when we decided to do the bigger the hair, the closer to God crimes for Dallas, I knew that I had to do a case closer to God. And this sent me on a search for megachurch scandals. How many people in here have ever been part of or are currently part of a megachurch?
Very few.
3, 4, 5, a handful. Okay, prepare to identify with this.
Or renounce.
So, wow, my Minnesota accent just really came out. So, the infinite pages of Google are flooded with hot goss about Hillsong Megachurch.
Is the name Megachurch?
That's how they identify.
But I feel like Megachurch is sort of like
it's
a
like
slight.
Hillsong Ministries, but everybody calls it Hillsong Megachurch.
Okay.
It's like nobody says they live in a McMansion.
Yeah, well,
But they do.
it was capitalized in her notes, so I,
I
was
say
just
that about
double
my
checking.
3-bedroom home. It's my McMansion. It's 700 square feet.
It's from a Happy Meal.
It is from a Happy Meal. It costs $8 million because the economy is trash. Anyway, moving on. Hillsong started out as a modest Christian community center in 1977 in Balcombe Hills, Australia, mate.
The
Shovel on
accents
twist.
tonight.
Yeah, I have multiple
That's even
personality disorder.
farther away than Houston.
I know. Originally called the Hills Christian Life Center, this Assembly of God church was described as, quote, a neo-Pentecostal megachurch with the goal of making worship cool for the youths.
No.
Utes.
The founder, Frank Houston, started the business, and his son, Brian, and wife, Bobby Houston, slightly big hair,
Yes.
took over completely in the 90s when Frank was ousted as a pedophile who assaulted an unknown but likely high number of young boys in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, which makes the founding of a church geared toward the youths that much more horrifying.
Yeah. It's also a prereq.
I am not well. They would hold services in the gymnasium of a nearby high school to have the space not only for all the worshipers, but for the big draw of the church itself, its musical acts. The church saw popularity right away, but was really starting to grow by 1986. I feel so comfortable in this accent.
Do it.
I'm like kind of nailing it.
I feel comfortable in your accent.
Someone here is going to ask me for directions because they're just going to assume I'm from Dallas. Okay, back to Mandy. So the popularity of the music helped guide the rebrand from CLC to Hillsong. And Brian and Bobby started networking. They're launching the Hillsong Conference and seeking out larger spaces as well as satellite Hillsong churches outside of Australia.
So he didn't. Oh, the dad was ousted.
The dad was a pedophile.
Okay.
He's gone.
Okay, got it.
Now-
They're rebranding.
Got
Now Bobby and Brian taking care of business.
Yeah. No hair and stringy hair.
Exactly. So in 1992, the London Christian Life Center was built in, you guessed it, London, England, under the Hillsong umbrella. They dropped the Christian Life Center in 2002 and just went by Hillsong London. It's slicker, it's sexier. Opening locations all over the UK, the chain church was gaining a real following as like not a regular church, but a cool church. Okay, so last night, also hi, I was searching for my photos and I downloaded multiple programs and then immediately deleted them to try and change, because I found this on the internet. I tried to just change mom to church and then tried to put a picture of a church over her face. But it looked so bad that I abandoned it entirely, deleted all of the apps I had just downloaded for that very stupid purpose.
How many apps did you download to
I don't want to
do
talk
that?
about it. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't know how anybody makes memes without fucking $800 Adobe Photoshop.
Well,
How do you
you could
I don't
have
get
just
it.
taken Kenyon's mom's route, printed out the photos you wanted an amalgamation of, cut them out by hand, pasted, and then taken a photo.
I don't have a printer.
She
It's out of ink. It has been for 7 years.
She literally did that. Okay.
It's amazing.
So throughout the 80s and 90s, the congregation grew from 45 members to nearly 20,000 members and emerged as a significant influence in the area of contemporary worship music. This was a result of strategic marketing that targeted younger generations and Hillsong's success at establishing itself as a global music standard. Hillsong Church has produced over 40 albums, which have sold over 11 million copies.
But none of them are as good as
Anything you've ever heard before.
what was the other cult with the album?
Oh, yeah.
Jonestown.
From the Choir
Jonestown.
Crimes.
Jonestown had an album.
I downloaded
Yes.
that album. I gotta say, it slapped.
It's pretty great.
Quite good. They're all dead, but quite good.
It's really creepy, but worth
Try it. Don't knock
listen.
until you try it.
Is it on Spotify?
Probably. I got it on Apple Music.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
It's on Apple Music.
It is on Apple Music.
I know. I downloaded it to
Yeah.
my iPhone device.
I mean, they're dead, so it's not like they're profiting from you downloading
It's
it.
fine.
And also, the artists get paid like nothing.
In
so.
2010, Hillsong made its way across the pond and built a location in the United States. The first location in the United States was in New York City. Ever heard of it? And within 12 years, there were 16 locations nationwide, with a location opening right here in Dallas.
I can't believe they didn't start here.
That
I
looks
know.
like the high school from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Well, they didn't build the building, but they bought the building. This is their first one here in Dallas. As of today, Hillsong is still global. From Wikipedia, quote, Hillsong has a global presence with churches and ministries in Australia, Indonesia. I can't do the accent when I'm reading country names.
Yep.
Australia, Indonesia, and Japan, many European countries, Canada, the U.S., Latin America, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, South Africa, and Uruguay. As of February 2022, accents back. Hillsong's various ministries include Hillsong Music, Hillsong Kids, Hillsong Youth, Hillsong Sisterhood, Hillsong Men, Hillsong Conference,
Sisterhood Gun Club.
Hillsong Sisterhood Gun Club, Hillsong City Care, Hillsong International Leadership College. That ain't
Hillsong
real.
Meats and Chases.
TBN Inspired, a brand.
Hillsong Steaks, Hillsong
Steak.
Hotels and Casinos.
TBN Inspire, branded as Hillsong Channel from June 2016 to December 2021. They have their hands in TV and film, Hillsong Performing Arts Academy, and Hillsong Health Center.
Ooh.
Hillsong, you're looking for options as you find yourself pregnant. Here's a bus with tricks in it. You're not getting any of your services.
All we need is one drop of blood.
Yeah. Their total facilities are estimated to be worth around $100 million.
We're in the wrong business. We should have started a fucking church.
Why don't we just found the Wine Coven as a religious organization?
A nonprofit.
A 501c3 or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yep. With access to fucking abortion,
tax-free.
being a religious tenant.
Oh,
It's
don't
one of
worry.
our commandments.
They're definitely not going to leave a religious exemption.
good. We got it.
Fucking hypocrites.
Well, I sure hope you liked that clip. If you did like that clip, make sure you are subscribing to our YouTube channel, leaving us a nice review, and joining us on Patreon for even more video content, audio content, salacious content all around. Come join us. Treat yourself.